I never felt so scared, but so sure. I wanted to do this since the day we met, and the moment I stood with you on that gazebo, on that island, it all came so natural. I just had to ask you to be my wife.
You see that right there? That was the greatest moment of my life. Asking the woman I love to marry me. Now, the journey to get to that point was incredible, and I really want to tell it on here because it's a big reason why you haven't seen me on your guys' screens for so long. And hopefully the story can maybe calm some nerves for those of you out there who are about to make that big next step in you and your loved one's journey. So I want to tell that story. But hey, it's great to see you guys again. Fellas, how are you doing today? If you're new here, hi, my name is Brennan. I haven't said that in a long time. You actually look fantastic for the 4 or 5 months that I've been on this platform. Here, I think you got a little dust in you. Jeez, you've been standing there the whole time? You couldn't dust yourself off? Anyways, I just recently got engaged. Yeah, I knew those speakers would work. And the person that I just proposed to was my now fiance, Samantha, who I've been dating for 6 years. Don't judge me. Don't. I see all you back there. I can feel you judging me. And when the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve, when 2023 turned into 2024, I made the decision to finally ask her to marry me. And Samantha and I always talked about this. We wanted to have our proposal to be in a very picturesque, nature-esque setting, like a flower field, something that just looks beautiful, a very summertime feeling. So I know exactly when I wanted to do it. June. So with it being January, I had to obviously buy a ring to make sure that I can, have something to engage to her with. What do you mean? What do you engage with? What are you gonna propose with a pop ring? Is that what it's called? So in March of this year, I went to the local jewelry store. Let's take a look. And here we are, the Rock Store. And of course, you may be wondering, how do you know what ring to get her or him? You gotta make sure that it's the right size, and if it's like the perfect cut diamond that they want on the ring for the rest of their life with you. It's something that a lot of people kind of struggle with. You obviously gotta know what you're looking for, so you do the easy thing. You ask her. Obviously, don't make it obvious, but slide it in. Just don't say slide it in. Just naturally ask the question within a conversation, and then you'll get your answer.
Do you want to get married?
No person wants to be surprised by a ring that they don't want, because then the whole situation just, even if they say yes. This also brings up a good point for all you guys out there who are looking to propose in the coming years or so. Never ever make the proposal the surprise. Make sure the location you do it at is a surprise. Don't make the actual proposal a surprise. There's a reason why you see a lot of videos out there of people who do surprise proposals who have their woman or man run out on them because of how scared they are or surprised they were, because they might have not talked about it. Gentlemen, ladies out there, talk about marriage before any decision is made. And I'm not gonna show any of those videos of people who get denied in their proposals ever, because that is very humiliating, and it's really, in my opinion, super mean to even show something like that. That turns someone's best day of their life into their worst day of their life. So yes, ask. Ask before you ask. ABA, I don't know, ABBA. So knowing what I know, I go up to one of the workers. Hi, how are you doing? Great. I'm looking to get a gold band diamond, probably 7.5, possibly 0.89 carat. And I'm also looking for one that has little diamonds embedded around it, just something kind of nice. I'm about to propose soon. Oh, that would be dollars. Ooh, I don't know if I had that much right now. Is there any chance we could bring the price down? Well, we do offer you a loan if you want one. Oh, okay, perfect. How about interest rates? About 20% per month. What? Sorry, sir, but that's all I got for you. What are you doing? Hey! Oh, okay. So I got the ring. that wasn't an accurate depiction of what happened. It was actually a very nice, nice payment, and everyone was super kind at the jewelry shop, and I thank them so much for all the help they gave for this to happen eventually. Now that the ring was in my possession, the plan was now to take her to a very nice island that is in the state of Michigan called Mackinac Island. The island sits between near the Upper Peninsula and Lake Huron. And to get there, you have to take a ferry from the mainland of Michigan to the island. And my plan was for us to stay at the luxurious Grand Hotel that was on the island, stay there and go to their secret garden where I can propose. Now look at that garden. Let's go to that garden right now. Makes me sick sometimes. Look at the beauty that is this garden. Look how fantastic it looks. Very picturesque. It's in a flower field, and there's this little bridge that I'm standing on right now where I was planning to do the proposal. What's funny enough is Samantha showed me this picture, and I thought that this was a perfect spot for this. It was one of the many flower fields that she looked at. So the plan was go to the island, stay at the hotel, go to the garden, and propose. The plan seems foolproof, right? Wrong, because we realized the time you wanted to go to Mackinac Island was around the same time they were having their world-famous Lilac Festival, which is where they upped the prices on everything, including hotels, and the Grand Hotel was already expensive enough. Fortunately, though, there was plenty of other hotels for us to go to. We actually ended up staying at a hotel, a lovely hotel called the Island House Hotel, which is right next to downtown on the island. Perfectly set up. We knew exactly that this would be the spot for us to go. Still expensive, but hey, it worked out. It saved the entire trip for me. Also, this is not the first time that the Grand Hotel screws me in this story, and you want to stick around for that. And with all that prepped, let's go to Mackinac Island. So we make the 3.5-hour drive to Mackinac City, which is where we were able to get on our ferry to get to Mackinac Island. And the boat ride is very smooth, especially across the very nice and calm lake of Lake Huron. And here we are. Mackinac Island in the downtown area where our hotel was actually located. It was actually located very close by. Let's head there right now. Okay, I'm never doing that transition again. And now we're in the hotel room, which is definitely not haunted.
As this very slow-moving and misty light anomaly hovers over me.
First day there was not that eventful. We kind of just walked around and enjoyed the city a little bit. We actually got some food. We got to enjoy a few drinks, and obviously we didn't have to worry about driving because, fun fact, Mackinac Island has no cars on it unless it's an emergency vehicle. It's only horseback or a horse carriage, obviously, and you don't have to worry about driving anywhere. Problem is, it smells like horse dookie all the time. So, I mean, if you can stomach that, hey, this island's perfect. Hey, it's only nighttime. We have plenty of time to enjoy the day. I don't have to worry about anything, you know? Never mind, happy Saturday. It's time to freak out. So the first thing we did Saturday was we got on a horse carriage ride and just enjoyed the lovely views. We got to see some areas of the island, learn some history about the island. We got to enjoy a butterfly house. It was really beautiful. A butterfly landed on her. It was really sweet. A lot of dead butterflies though. Like a lot of dead butterflies in there. It was kind of made it a little sad. But now we're at our final stop, the Grand Hotel, where we're gonna have our nice meal. But come on, let's go. Oh my God, this is the video of just really bad transitions. What the are you doing? No, stop it. So we sit down, we attempt to enjoy our meal. But you know, in around 20 minutes, I'm about to ask the big questions, so I am not very calm at that moment. The food was not that good. No offense to any of the workers, by the way. The food was cold and it was kind of a crappy lunch. Obviously that put me and Samantha in a bad mood, and we were about to go outside. By the way, I forgot to mention, remember those photos of the garden? It was very beautiful, very sunny, very pretty. It was not like that the entire time. The entire island was being rained on for 3 days straight. The only time it was gonna be sunny was in the morning, like early morning, and the day when we left. And it was really, And for this part of the video, we're gonna be using the Grand Hotel's website where we go to the secret garden because they have a little tour, a nice virtual tour that you can use to go and look for it. I've used this tour to look for the secret gardens before we walk around and everything, but whatever. Let's just go on the tour. Let's try and find this place. Okay, stop. Let's just take it slow. Holy shit. Just give me a second to breathe. And here we are. Guys, not gonna lie, that was the worst feeling I've ever felt in my life. Because I felt like a part of me died that day when I saw that this garden was all effed up. And it was heartbreaking. Because I called the Grand Hotel asking them, hey, will the garden be ready on this certain date in June? And they told me several times, yes, it will be prepared. You can access it. It will be perfectly fine. It'll be beautiful. But no, it was being torn up. And it was at that moment I felt like I couldn't trust any customer service, any help from any companies ever again. Because I've had so many instances of incompetence like this at other companies that I've been on the phone with. And it just hurts. It hurts to see, because who am I supposed to trust now? I've always been I am an advocate for people who work in jobs that they have to deal with people. I get it. I understand. But there's a point where your place of work is a pretty important place for certain people, where people do important things like I was about to do. You don't warn me that this garden is gonna be torn up at this certain point of time, and that there's no point in going to the damn garden in the first place. We wasted so much time trying to find it. We're trying to find this Samantha tells me now that at that point she knew something was up, because there was no other reason for me to be that upset. You know, like, I was so upset that children laughing were making me angry. Like, what do you have to be happy about? What is so happy about this moment, huh? So yeah, one of my worst nightmares have come true. I don't know what to do now. But there was hope, though. See, the island was the host of a film that came out back in the 70s called Somewhere in Time. Now, Somewhere in Time was a film that starred Christopher Reeve. The film was kind of about a guy who wanted to meet someone in the past and meets them back in the past, and it's a whole love story. And the film used a gazebo that was in a few scenes, and the gazebo was actually donated to the island by the filmmakers, and it sits on the island to this day. It's actually in the middle of this trail, a very hard to get trail, and you literally have to go on the stairway to heaven just to find it and go through these multiple trails through the woods. So when we went back to the hotel, I found out about this gazebo, and I realized that we have a second chance. And amidst all the darkness of losing out on such a perfect spot, opportunity arose. And so we were off. Now, my biggest fear at this point of time now was, what if it was closed, or someone was there, or even worse, someone was there proposing? And I knew this was kind of my last shot to do this at this point in time. But as we were walking on the trail, the sun, amidst all the clouds, started to shine through again. And it was like the universe was saying, this is it. We walked for 15 minutes, and there it was, the gazebo. Perfectly empty, no one was around. You couldn't even hear anyone. The downtown area was so far away at this point, you couldn't hear anything. So like I said, I quickly set up the camera that I'm actually using right now to film this, set it at that shutter speed of 400, and I got into position. And I walked up, got up there, and I told her it was a video, and I kneeled down and I asked her to marry me. And to this day, that whole moment was a blur to me, because the adrenaline and the emotions that came out just made it so, I just don't know how to describe the feeling. It was incredible. And 6 years of being with this woman led up to this point, and it has been the best 6 years of my life, and I cannot wait to spend 80, 90, 100 years, I don't know, with this angel. And I am just super blessed to be with her, to be with who I believe is who is my soulmate. And I am so happy about that. But yeah, that is how we got to this point. That's how I am now an engaged man, possibly going to be married in the next 2 years. And I really wanted to share this moment, and hopefully some of you out there maybe learned a few things from me, or maybe took this as a way to calm yourself down about the whole process of anything. Since then, we enjoyed the rest of our vacation there. We actually got to relax a little bit instead of worrying about a big event. But we actually got to enjoy the rest of our trip, and it was really fun. And when we got home, we told everyone. It was a lot of excitement. Everyone was congratulating us. It was a very fun time. And we already picked out a venue, and we have a date set, and I'm so excited to finally marry my soulmate. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll try to make content like this every so often, but hey, it's so good to be back. Goodbye, everyone, and I hope to see you next time.